What is up, you guys? Zermatox here. Some of you might know me as Zerm, and with the recent release of Skate 3 Online for emulator, there is no time like now to announce my very own Skate 3 Invitational Tournament that will be taking place in a couple weeks from today. All of the information for this tournament is going to be in the Skate 3 Comp Discord server. If you want to know the full details and rules of the tournament, it will be in the description down below. This video is just going to skim over the details, but I heavily suggest, especially if you're going to be participating, to read the rules in its entirety. I know it's a lot, but you're going to want to read them if you want to participate. But anyways, the details. This tournament is going to hold a maximum of 32 players. And it's going to be a double elimination bracket. So that means there's going to be a loser's bracket, which means if you lose for the first time, you're not out just yet. The prize pool for this tournament is going to be a whopping $150. Huge shout out to Luke because he is going to be contributing $50 to the prize pool. The first place is going to be $75, with second place getting $50 and third place getting $25. The styles for the tournament is going to be 3 tricking, overall, and reverts. Once again, all the rules and explanations will be in the Discord server. Some of you may know about the Maroon theory, which was a standard for Skate 3 tournaments back in the day, but I wanted to switch things up because a few things. One, you guys might notice that vert is not going to be in the tournament as a style, and to all my vert goats, I am sorry. Personally, I don't enjoy watching vert as much as the other styles, and in a tournament setting, I don't think it would be as entertaining to watch. Second thing is going to be map bans, which I think is going to make it a lot more comfortable for some players to be able to maneuver through this tournament, knowing that they can avoid some maps if they really have to. However, the higher up in the tournament that you go, the less amount of bans you will have. Third, tokens. Now, it was a little bit tricky to balance this out, but I think this is what's going to set this tournament apart from the usual tournaments that we've had in the past. Each player is going to have 3 tokens, 3 tricking, overall, and reverts. Because the players have the choice to take the match to a certain style that they prefer, once they pick that style, they cannot choose that style for the remainder of the matchup with their opponent. So the players in the tournament, you got to pick carefully. So once again, all the rules are going to be in the Discord server. So especially if you're a player, make sure to read those entirely so that way I don't disqualify you. Now for scheduling, we're all adults. We all got things to do. So instead of just making it a set time and date for players to do their matchup, so the players and myself, the host, will agree on a day and time. And it has to be reasonable. It can't be like 2 months from now. I want to try to accommodate for as many people as possible. However, if there are some participants that are missing too many days in a row, we may have to drop them into the losers bracket or either just disqualify them. So, to those that are invited to this tournament, if you are watching this and you think you're way too busy for this tournament, do not join this tournament. I advise that all the participants reach out to me and message me on Discord if you have any questions, but we want to try to accommodate for as many people as possible while still having these matches occur within a reasonable time frame. Now, we might be short from 32 players being in the tournament, and that's okay. Depending on how many people that we are shy from 32, I'm going to be doing first round buys. Now, for those that don't know what that means, you basically skip the first round. So because it may be that we get 32 players for the tournament, this is totally optional. So I'm letting you know that if you compete in this like mini challenge or whatever to get the first round skip and get the higher seeding, you may not be rewarded this. So please compete at your own discretion. So the challenge is the players who have the highest score on these set of maps is awarded a certain amount of points. Those with the most amount of points may be awarded this first round bye. The maps are going to be Grinds of Destiny for 3 points, Ender Stair for 3 points, Danny's Pool overall, so that means you can do anything you want, Infinite Pops 3 tricks, anything. That's 2 points. The Kink, 2 points, Arbor Ledge, 1 point, and 3 tricking on twin pools for 1 point. The rules are these scores must be hit without the use of glitches, so no tarnation. These scores can also be hit either offline or online, so if you want to hit it in party play and you don't want to have someone host for you, that's totally fine. However, if you're cheating for a first round bye, you probably should not join this tournament. You are not gonna last. For your scores to count, you have to send it to me via Discord DMs. Do not send it in the skate clips or images. They will not count. It's gonna make it very easy for me to track and not lose your guys' scores, so please just send it to my DMs. My DMs are open. The deadline for the first round buys is gonna be on July 4th, 11:59 p.m. For those that are invited to the tournament, you have until July 4th to accept your invite. Additionally, for your scores to count, you have to be wearing the pimp hat and equip this board. Shout out Gleed. A couple days after this deadline, I'm going to be announcing the bracket reveal, so everyone's going to find out who they're going against for the first round. All of the matchups that will be happening in this tournament, I will try to stream it on Twitch. So follow my Twitch, everything will be streamed there. If I have to give any news or updates regarding the tournament, you will find that as well in the Discord server, so please make sure to join that. If any of you guys have any questions, participants, viewers, anything, make sure to comment down below or just message me on Discord. I'll be happy to clear up any confusion. I also want to say a huge thanks to the following people. I want to say thanks to Very for making this awesome tournament logo. He also helped out with a lot of thumbnails and making some images for the tournament. Huge thanks to Luke for helping me invite players and a lot of feedback while I was making the tournament. I also want to thank him for giving a huge contribution to the prize pool. Shout out to Lensquick for making some stuff for the future live streams. You guys will be seeing those soon. Thank you to Smokey for giving me a lot of feedback for the tournament. Huge thanks to the Skate 3 modding team for even making this possible to begin with. And thank you to Nix, Vice, Sight, and Kenny for testing some 1v1s and 2v2s with the other guys to make sure that everything is balanced within the tournament. Lastly, I want to thank all of you, all of the participants, all of those that are going to be watching the streams. I am very excited for this tournament to happen. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I'm very excited to see all of the GOATs compete. I know there's a prize pool, but for all of those that are going to be attending, the main thing I want you guys to do is to have fun. So if anyone's being super toxic or like hard R's are being thrown, I will not hesitate to disqualify you. But yeah, just have fun. It's going to be a really awesome tournament. I'm really excited to get everyone in the community together for this very special event. I will be making announcements when these matches will be streamed, so make sure to look out for those. But yeah, that's going to do it. I will see you guys there in a couple of weeks.